Hello everybody. I just got through running the trail at the Roane County Park. 3.6 miles is what I end up doing today. And was the loop. If you do the, it's 1.2. On the website it says 1.3, but sign at the park says 1.2, and tracker on my cell phone said it's 1.2 or 3.6, going around it 3 times. But it's the second time I made that loop. It's a heck of a lot harder. First time I done it like 7 in the morning, and it was, it's nice and cool. But today I done it it's like 11 o'clock, so the heat was making it a lot tougher, but still made it. I'm just pretty much making this video as kind of documenting the plan right now as far as for running and weightlifting. So I basically just come up with a simple idea of I got right now I'm doing weights, 3 weight sessions a week. It's like legs on Sunday, which is quads, hams, and calves. Tuesday I do chest, shoulders, and triceps, and then Thursday I do back, biceps, and abs. And those workouts, the whole leg workout is 7 sets. It's 3 sets for quads, 2 sets for hams, 2 sets for calves. It's kind of like come up with that by listening to Dorian Yates' recommendations of what a person, that's living life, not on a ton of hormones like he was. What you said is, he's like superior genetics, loads of hormones, and only done that for his job. So basically, could go work out and then just kick back the rest of the day if he wanted to, or sleep, which I think he said he took a nap a lot of times. So he's like, if he only done 4 days a week, then why in the world would somebody else that doesn't have all that and isn't doing all that, work out more than 2 or 3 days a week? So gonna do that. I've been doing that for a while now, which it works out great. And doing I've done recumbent bike for cardio since 2005, almost exclusively recumbent. And the only time I wouldn't do recumbent bike is when I didn't have access to one, whether it be on a vacation or somewhere where I could just get to an elliptical or whatever they had. But I think I want a time for a change, get away from the recumbent for a while and give running a try. And so doing it like that every other day, that means that if I do, I was scheduled to do legs this Sunday, that means I will do legs tomorrow, and then running Sunday. Then Monday's going to be chest and shoulders and triceps. So essentially, the next time legs will come around a day earlier. It'll be Friday. So with that, and like I say, today is running 3.6 miles at the park. So planning on running at 3.6 again Sunday. And I do have a tracker coming in. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. It's like a little GPS wristwatch type thing, smartwatch, whatever, that tracks, does all the biometrics and your distance, your elevation, and all your past runs. So I'm gonna give that a shot. And it's that was watching what was like recommended on YouTube for beginning runners. That was one thing they highly recommended, was one of those, so you could kind of see like keep track of your resting heart rate. That if that was consistently lowering, then that means you're recovering enough, and you're actually making progress, kind of more than health wise than just increasing distance. So it was like that was a good way to track not only your distance and how much output you're putting, but the resting heart rate, and are you sleeping good, or is it disrupting your sleep? So that, and it seems like when it comes to what I've watched, several people are all in agreement. If you're wanting to increase your distance for running, they say increase your distance no more than 10% a week. That you go over that, you take the risk of I guess like hurting yourself, or maybe going backwards, not solidifying that, having that gradual process. You kind of like solidify your gains. They say that's slow enough that your joints and ligaments and all that, your body basically can strengthen itself, and to handle the extra distance you put on it. So that's the plan. Each week increase by 10%. And the good thing about it being percentage instead of just distance, that means the farther you go, that 10% is a little bit longer. If like you made it to if you're at 5 miles, or now you're going to increase by half a mile. But if you're already doing 10 miles, then that increase is going to be a full mile. So I do like that aspect of it. So it's kind of like compounding interest. It's essentially a snowball rolling down the hill that's going to increase momentum as you go. But the actual distance I'm planning on being my final distance, I am not certain on that. 10 miles every other day, that sounds nice, but is that sustainable? I don't know. I know you listen to Cameron Hanes. He runs a marathon every day. It's like whatever marathon is, I don't know the distance, but essentially half a marathon in the morning, and then half a marathon after that. So I just got a message that threw me off, but so that's sustainable for him, and he's in mid-50s. But I just think of the time that would take. If I'm doing 3.6 miles and 36, it'd basically be an hour and a half, which is not that bad out of the day. But I do want to get into that hour of running, that hour past running. From what I've read about it, you don't really experience the runner's high until you past that hour mark of running. So I would like to see what that is like. If I get into that runner's high, then maybe I'll just crave 10 miles every day. So we'll see. But that's as I'm saying, that is the plan right now. So far, so good. And say be Tuesday, I'll be looking for that increase on the 3.6, which from what I can tell, yardage wise, I'll break that 4 mile barrier. So I've went farther than that when I was around 18, 20 in one day. went 5 times around the track on at Rome County. Me and a friend of mine, he remembers that because we raced each other right at the end. But that was the farthest I've ever run, so I at least want to do better than that, at 45. So anyway, that's the plan, and can't wait to get my little tracker to start, as I like to keep track of everything when it comes to sets, calories, distance, all this. It just makes it very easy to incrementally turn up, incrementally progress if you're keeping track of it, and thin slice everything into manageable parts, so the goal doesn't just seem overwhelming. So it allows you to just slowly increase to the point it doesn't even feel like you're even increasing, until the next thing you know, you're like, here I am knocking on my goal's door. But I've rambled enough, and wanted to keep this under 10 minutes, and there it is, 11 and a half. So I'll say goodbye. Thank you.